Well, on this Friday, we're going to give you a heads up about a book signing that will actually take place tomorrow. My guest today has actually had a book signing in Tifton, and that took place when?
A couple of weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago. So some of you may be familiar with her. Diane Pickett. As well as her two escorts. She's on her book tour. And if you will be so kind, first of all, welcome to Albany and to WALB. Please introduce your escorts.
Well, these are actually my editors.
Oh, the editors
yes,
for you.
and a critic.
Okay.
This is Precious, and that's Cozy.
And what I'm understanding is that they accompany you pretty much everywhere.
We go everywhere. I even stuck them in the grocery store.
Oh, okay. All right. And you just got back from California. Did they take that drive with you?
They took that drive too.
7 days. All right.
7 days.
Well, now this is the fascinating thing. Of course, we have a lot of people who have written books to come and share those books, but not necessarily their first books, and not necessarily a national award-winning book. And so on that, I say congratulations, but Never Isn't Long Enough is your first novel.
It is my first novel. Not bad for a little old lady. I'm 74, and this is my first book.
Look at you. All right. Well, and originally from Atlanta.
Originally, yes.
But you are now in Florida.
I'm now in Florida, but I still call Georgia home. Honey, I got 32 first cousins, and all but 4 I live in Georgia.
Okay, there you go. And I definitely Southern, as is the sort of the backdrop for this book. This is a Southern novel.
Very much. Most of it's set in Georgia.
Okay. Well, let me just give a little bit of your background if I can. Of course, I said that you were born in Atlanta, but you grew up in Northwest Florida, the Funiac Springs, Florida.
Correct.
And a real estate background. So what led you to the writing?
Well, I was at the hairdresser one day. Of course, us Southerners still call it the beauty shop.
There you are.
I was at the beauty shop one day reading those magazines that all of us girls read, called People and US and Us and all of those things, where you find everything that you want to know about people you don't know.
Right.
So I was looking through them, and it occurred to me that all the celebrities are just popping out babies like pancakes. And nobody seems to think anything about it, whether they're married or whether they're not. And I thought, you know, things were different when my generation was having babies. If you had a baby and you were not married, you were shunned, terribly shunned by your family, your peers, everybody.
Church.
Everybody. And I thought, well, girls today, women today have no idea of the path that women like me and so many others of us have had to take to allow women to do the things that they do today.
Okay.
So I started writing a story, a fictional story, about a young farm girl who was anxious and desperate to get out of poverty. The story actually spans the Civil War through World War II and paints a picture of the agricultural South during that period, which nobody really knows anymore. We all have soft jobs. We don't work the land anymore. So I tried to bring that into focus and help people understand where we came from as a society and where women are today as a result.
And actually, in I guess the press release or the description of Never Isn't Long Enough, it's about the growth of feminism. Or at least women's liberation over the years.
Well, there's a part of it, but this is not a feminist book. It does touch on those issues. It touches on family issues, the closeness of families. It talks about hard work and goals and ambitions. It really is a book about choices. The choices we make and how they affect the rest of our lives.
Well, I tell you what, we need to take a break, but I want to go ahead and give the information right now about the book signing. It will be tomorrow, 1 until 3 at the Windsor Hotel in Americus, beautiful setting there. And you'll have your editor and your critic as well as you've got some upcoming book stops that you'll make, and I will share those as well. But this is tomorrow at the Windsor Hotel in Americus, 1 until 3. You'll have the opportunity to talk with, meet Diane Pickett. We'll talk with her more after the break. Stay with us.